Alright, let's talk about Google today. We're going to pull back the curtain and unlock some serious secrets. We're going to take you from just, a regular searcher to a total pro, a precision information hunter. And the way we're going to do it is by mastering this really powerful technique called Boolean searching. So let's just dive right in. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You type something into Google, hit enter, and bam, you're staring at millions of results, and honestly, most of them are completely useless. It's so frustrating, a total time waster, and it really does feel like you're trying to find a needle in a massive digital haystack. Yeah, that feeling of just being buried in information, it's a constant battle. But what if I told you there's a kind of secret language, a way you can speak to Google and tell it exactly what you want, a way to just slice right through all that noise and get to the good stuff? Well, there is, and believe it or not, it's way easier than you think. So, let's get into it. We're going to start by building what I like to call your core search toolkit. These are the fundamental tools, the operators that are going to give you immediate control over your search results. Okay, first up, quotation marks. This is your number one tool for precision. Think of it like this: when you wrap a phrase in quotes, you're basically telling Google, hey, listen up. Don't just find these words scattered all over a page. I need them right next to each other in this exact order. It's such a simple little trick, but the result's so powerful. For example, if you search for workplace safety inside quotation marks, you completely eliminate all those useless pages that just happen to mention workplace over here and safety way over there. No, you only get results where that exact two-word phrase appears side by side. For finding specific concepts, this is an absolute game changer. Alright, next up in our toolkit is the word and. You can think of this as your must-have filter. When you use and you're telling Google, look, any page you show me has to have this term, and it also has to have this other term. It's perfect for when you need to connect two different but related ideas. And here's where it gets really cool, because we can start combining our tools. See this? We're searching for the exact phrase risk assessment in quotes and the exact phrase control measures. This means Google will only give us pages that talk about both of these things. It's a fantastic way to really start narrowing your focus with incredible precision. Okay, so if and narrows things down, what if we want to do the opposite? That's where or comes in. It broadens your search. This is your absolute go-to when you're dealing with synonyms or different ways of saying the same thing. You're basically saying to Google, hey, I don't care which one you find. Show me results with this term or results with that one. Either is fine. And this is all about being efficient, right? I mean, instead of doing two totally separate searches, one for the acronym P and another for the full phrase personal protective equipment, you just combine them with OR. It's one search that guarantees you're going to catch all the relevant articles, no matter which version of the term the writer decided to use. Okay, now for one of my personal favorites, the minus sign. This is literally your get this out of my face button. If your results are getting clogged up with some topic you don't care about, you just stick a minus sign right in front of that word and make sure there's no space, and boom, Google will kick out any page that mentions it. Let me give you a great example. Say you're researching safety on big commercial construction sites, but all you're getting are articles about backyard deck projects. Super annoying. So you just search for construction safety and then add dash residential. Instantly, all that noise is gone. It's like using a digital scalpel to carve out exactly what you want. Alright, you've got the basic moves down. Now, let's level up. This is where you go from being a student to a true search artist. We're going to talk about combining these simple tools into really sophisticated, powerful searches using parentheses. So, let's break this down step by step. First, you take your synonyms, your options, and you group them together inside parentheses. So, here we have fall protection or working at heights. Then you use and to connect that whole group to your main topic, which in this case is construction industry. The parentheses are key. They're like in math class, right? They tell Google, hey, figure out this or part first, then make sure it's also connected to the and part. The result, you get articles about either fall protection or working at heights, but only if they're also about the construction industry. Now for a super flexible kind of fun tool, the asterisk. Just think of it as a wild card or a fill-in to link. It's perfect for those times when you know the start and end of a phrase, but you're not totally sure what words might be in the middle, or you want to see all the different possibilities. So check this out. If you search workplace, then an asterisk, then hazards, Google goes to work for you. It'll find workplace chemical hazards, workplace physical hazards, workplace electrical hazards, you name it. It's an amazing way to discover all these related ideas that you might not have even thought of on your own. Okay, you've got the core skills totally locked in. Now it's time for the surgical tools. These are special commands, we call them colon operators, that let you target your search with just incredible precision. Seriously, these next few tools are what separate the pros from the amateurs. They're how you tell Google not just what you're looking for, but where it should be looking. Just take a look at this little cheat sheet. With Cite, you can search inside one specific website, like a trusted government or university site. With File Type, you can hunt for things that aren't websites, like PDFs. After is great for making sure your information is recent. And in Title, that tells Google to only find pages where your keywords are right in the main title, which is a huge clue that the page is exactly about your topic. Let's just zoom in on File Type for a second because this one is so useful. This is what you use when you're not looking for just another web page. You're looking for an official report, a government guide, maybe a PowerPoint presentation, or a template. You can tell it to look for a file type PDF, file type PET, file type docs, whatever you need. And here's where you really see the power. You search for fire safety and then add file type PDF. What happens? You completely bypass all the fluff, all the blog posts, the news articles, and you go straight to the good stuff. The official downloadable PDF reports on the topic. For any kind of serious research, this is a massive time saver. So, let's just pause for a second and think about everything we've just gone over. This isn't really just about finding stuff a little faster. This is about fundamentally changing how you interact with information on the internet. You literally now have a toolkit that lets you command the world's biggest search engine. You're in charge now. You don't have to just passively accept whatever the algorithm decides to throw at you on page 1. You can build the perfect, precise query to find the exact answer you need. So, you see, you're not just searching anymore. You're investigating. You've got the skills now to dig up specific data, to find those official documents, to unearth expert opinions that are buried deep on the web. You basically have the keys to a whole world of information. So, the only real question left is, what are you going to unlock?